on. Here we go. We're in business. Let me adjust the glasses. This is the New York Post, firstshotoffunny, a little comedic take on the craziness that goes on in the world today. City Hall here for Cuomo. Apparently, Mayor Adams is so unpopular that the previous governor, whose career ended in some disgrace. Actually, I felt that, as a male chauvinist, old-fashioned guy, I think guys should have their own fiefdoms in which they are allowed to chase the girls around the desk. I think a lot of people don't agree with me in that, and these radical feminists have changed everything. You can't even look at a girl cross-eyed and look down her blouse without a federal investigation. Anyway, that is not, but that was the reason why Mr. Cuomo was thrown out of the governor's mansion, and now we got Frostface there. Yeah, she's some character. Anyway, the thing that I thought he should get on is the mass murdering of stubbornly putting in people with COVID into old folks' homes, which wiped out vast amounts of old people. Of course, their immune system barely existed, and they got what you call your plague. But that's not what Cuomo was thrown out for. He was thrown out because of the radical feminists who don't appreciate Italian people that were very physical. And one-fifth is Italian, and that one-fifth is a little physical. It's a little affectionate. The other parts of me, the Protestant part and the Irish part, not so much unless the Irish part of me has a few drinks and then you get very good. Carry on. Now, Carrie Underwood, the country singer, is going to play at the president's inauguration. A lot of commies don't like this. They see you're not patriotic. If you're threatening democracy by supporting Mr. Trump. I don't know what they think. The Trumpers have the American flag. The Reds, or the not Reds, the Blues, or whatever the hell they want to call themselves, the rainbow flag. They don't even respect the American flag. So they're them doing wrapping themselves around the flag that they're willing to burn at any moment, and don't make them flinch. Don't make no sense. We know where they're loyal, the allies in Hollywood, and God's taking care of that little situation in Hollywood. Don't you think that Sodom and Gomorrah situation, you got tornadoes, flaming tornadoes. Get a clue, Hollywood. Stop going against the word of God. Governor Newsom, like, yeah, you're talking about California. The crazy people who believe in global warming and the environment is so important, more important than people, didn't let water go to LA. It blocked it. So LA, and they didn't clear the brush because those goes against nature and it maybe be bad for a few earthworms. So now the earthworms all burned up because the whole place has gone up in flames. You know, I understand the people of the left. They got no common sense. Weed out. Part of our economic situation here is to have weed. So the whole place smells like a hippie's tote bag. And also they're taking the fentanyl, which poisons in Russian roulette with your weed. So the weed is no longer what you call a harmless drug, like the 1960s people claimed. Yeah, I'm telling you. The wacky weed. Oh, another LA crisis, right? The homeless. They had pyromaniac homeless people who were burning down the homes there so they could pillage them. Pillage, looting going on there, and they're going into their homes. And you really feel bad. You feel bad for the innocent people of LA. The God-fearing physically nice people who are honest. They're in the majority. No, most of LA is decadent, rich, and commie. Okay. Now, let's see. Who's wrong? Joe is claiming that his son was prosecuted unnecessarily. Joe Biden. His son had such kid gloves. It's amazing. He almost had the kid get out of there with a get out of jail free card. If anybody besides Joe Biden's son had done half the things that Joe Biden's son do, he would be in prison till 35 years six. Joe Biden's son. He ah cabinet of the cancel. Never in history has a cabinet so great been offered to the state. You got you got Pete Hegseth, a war hero, gonna be in charge of the State Department. Handsome guy, Christian crusader. He's not gonna let this woke thing go on anymore. Or transvestite balls and in the military. Where you get your cross dressing naked people doing shows in front of kids to recruit for the gay movement. And that's not gonna happen. So it's over, my friends. Yeah. Drag queens things in front of kids at 5 years old. You can't be exposed to that early. You don't know what's going on. You think that's a guy or a gal in disguise. It's just somebody who doesn't know how to properly dress for themselves. Yeah. But anyway, there's the military girl what is the name? What is the name? Anyway, she's going to Gabby Gilbert. No, I don't know. She's Hawaiian. She's an overlooker. I wouldn't mind doing that, but she's a married woman. I respect marriage. Besides, she'd break me into it. The woman's an asshole. Let me tell you, everybody will break me into it at this point. Huge break in the hostage choice. Because we have a man coming into the White House. A man. He said, all hell would be to pay if we don't get our hostages back and the Israelis don't get their hostages back. And it will be. He'll break Iran. He'll break the Hutus and all the rest of them. This is a man. You can't predict what a man will do. He might nuke Mecca. I hope not. I think Mecca's a very nice place. It's just a nice place. It's where Allah lives. Hmm. But I'm telling you, you don't know what he'll do. He's crazy. He's a nut. He's my nut. I love that man. Look at his there. New York for protest. Matter? New York for protest. Oh, mass. Like the Ku Klux Klan did in the 60s. The leftists wear masks, so you don't know what's going on. Yeah, yeah, Antifa. Never trust somebody who doesn't have the guts to show their faces. A lot of these people in Antifa are children of the elite, the commie elite. You're rich. And they go out there and they bust heads. And then wear the mask, and then they're protected by the city and the government. No more. Trump is in the White House. Well, we're going to take your freaking mask off and we're going to bust your face. That's what you deserve. Wait. Lincoln? Yeah, this is for that girl who was raped by the illegal. They're fighting it's the liberals. They want our women to be raped with impunity. That's what they're about. Huh. People getting older starting to have the dementia. The reason why they didn't have dementia years ago is because they died before they could get the dementia. Women live longer than the men, and they get the dementia in time more so than men We have the blessings of dying younger, so we don't get the dementia. This is how it works. Now, true, we're murdered by our wives because they nag us to death. Well, I don't have a wife. I never made the mistake. All life. These Jewish kids dug a hole underneath their synagogue so they can live there. And now this judge, who's probably an anti-religious person, calls them lowlife. Really? Come on. Have some respect for the religious. I don't believe in the Jewish religion, but I respect. Lose the booze, lose the booze. They're saying that when you have booze, it gives you cancer. If you're long enough, you get the Alzheimer's. Purple Health. This is a talk about the Pope. Pope comes in, and the other Pope is retired, the German, the one who was a Hitler Youth, the kid. So he's retired, and he looks a little weird. He looks, I'm telling you, Peter Lorre situation going on there. The other guy meets him, hey, this is terrible. We got a major pedophile problem in the priesthood, and our economics, somebody's stealing and grafting. And I say, the church's policy on marriage has to change. You gotta let your priest marry. You can't arrest them because you're attracting homosexuals who want to fight their homosexuality, so they become priests. But eventually, their sexuality overcomes them, and they do the hoopy doop with young boys in the chorus line. Not the chorus line, the singing. So, snake moves. Sorry. Oh, the psychopath. You know what this woman? She was attacking this 12-year-old girl in the group. The mother of the 12-year-old girl came to defend her. She gets stabbed by this woman. Now the woman is saying she had it coming because she started to fight. What are you doing to fighting a little 12-year-old girl and instigating that? I'm telling you, the society, it's screwed up. Face failure. Okay, we need. Hey, yeah, you know what they need? This is true. LA needs a Giuliani, Rudolph Giuliani. I had a few drinks. I'm talking like I had a few drinks. That's a man. He straightened out this whole city. He chased the criminals out. And then it would be kind of ironic that he's being persecuted by the liberals, and the most liberal town in the world, he saves it. That would be ironies. Ironic. Tackling obesity, which, when I say that, I get feel threatened. I'm a little heavy, if you know what I mean. It doesn't seem like you're here, but yeah, if I stood up, the whole screen would go back. I'm losing weight. I lost 50 pounds so far. Ozempic, thank you, and having a little self-control on my part too. Walk Kubut. Donnie is coming to the White House, and what he's going to do, he's going to and the corporate world's going to get rid of all this woke stuff, where you base things on who you did the hoopy doopy with, and what race you are. White Christian man's coming back, my friend. I'm a white Christian man, and I couldn't feel better about it. What's this? What's this? Starbuck song to brush off? I have no idea what this is. My handwriting's terrible. Oh, let's see. Nightly birth for Maddow. Talking about your homosexuals. This woman, she's a bruiser. She's a bruiser. She's another woman who I wouldn't take on physically in a hand-to-hand combat. She does landscaping, and she's a classic butcher Amazon. Lesbian strong lady. She's tough. I'll tell you that. She's a little pedantic, a little boring when she gets into her jags. Just you don't know where her story's going. I don't have the patience for it. So I see the highlights when she's going off on her tangent. Anyway, this Nostrovini has to stop. I did one. That's a whole newspaper. We'll do another one later on. Parts of my personality. I got multifaceted personality. Maybe a split personality, a multi-splits. The banana splits. All right. Yeah, there we go. Here we are. Here we go. Here we go.